I'd say there'll be a quiz after the show, but fuck it. In the mirror, a demon winks back at me. After all, it is said that even Lucifer possessed the face of an innocent, a babe born of torment, screams rising piercingly in harmony with its mother, a child learning about love through its abuse, a woman living the trauma of a rape victim, rise in the gutter of self-esteem, the glowing faces of happy couples screened by her, one of them, children, wrapped together like a caduceus, slip off to do the bump and grind, their screams and moans rising with the newborn who stops only to grab at its mother's breast. For even Peter had his dark side as a babe. Angel smiles back from the mirror. Okay, there's no mat, so I need another number. I'll go with random picking from the bag, because I don't hear any numbers. All I hear is 28? Okay. Points to anybody who knows where the caduceus is. Tough luck, there are no points. If I told you who I was, would it really matter? Would it raise a din in your mind? Obviously, it wouldn't. A hue, a cry, a clatter. If I could tell you how I feel, would it be enough? Would you lower your defenses, disarm, deactivate, shut off? If I told you what I know, would you care a whit? Would you listen attentively, heed my words, be all ears, give a shit? Now that I have, and it wasn't as bad as all that, I still wonder about your reaction. Will your hug be passionate? Will you walk away in tears? Or will you put me in traction? We got more. I see Matt's still. So I'm randomly picking from the bag, because obviously it doesn't matter. We listen to them. Improbable people playing instruments, surfing the waves of the ether, sonic shreds so gnarly they can only be heard under midnight incandescence, sound confetti blasted out, floating towards ears cramped from monotony, seed pods of tonal uncertainty fertilizing us into relaxation, a plaster covering the wounds of life, an electric improvisational tapestry to meditate upon, a magic eye wallpaper of notes blending our background, Escher birds silently falling from light to dark to shadow and back again. We soar through our emotional twilight over the sea of musical mechanics, throwing the occasional shoe into the gears so that we notice the rights of its workers. Incoherence made coherence, we sink back down into the eternal fathoms, boogeymen of each other, our arms wrapped around our undying corpses. We steal each other's song until the next unspeakable occurrence. Woo! Okay, we got one more. Okay, I'm switching back to the book because I can. I was going to read from my fancy 21st century device, but fuck that. You guys don't deserve that. A butterfly flaps its wings across the pond. It starts raining. Ripples form in the water. I ride them back to you. The lady of the lake rose to meet me every morning. I move towards you through the blissful haze, ready to strip off your gossamer gown of droplets, toweling you, only to have our circles sink back into the bath. I did not see the waves we caused, the rain that fell on the world before me. Reality was a diorama I flew above, until the tsunami soaked the butterfly wings, disturbing the pond's reflection as I stand here at the edge of the glen. That was one more, so I'm leaving.
Give it up for Oliver Baer, everybody. In the backpack, bringing the backpack on. It's a statement. It's a metaphorical prop, everybody. All right, we've got Assad Benbow on deck, Lawrence Reese coming up, and Joe Levy. Can we get Jordan Gordon up to be hilarious? Give it up for Jordan Gordon.
We're still doing comedy, I think. People are still here. Having a good time. What's been happening with me? I'm kind of a people pleaser, which is cool. It's fire, you know. Some people think it's ass. My loved ones tell me to stop doing it, but it's like I make people happy, you know. I fuck with it. It just puts me in like, I think it upsets them because it puts me in like weird positions, you know. Like it puts me in like dilemmas I can't really get out of. Like the other day at work, my manager asked me how to spell tomorrow, and I felt so bad that he was stupid, I just pretended I didn't know either. It was silly. We sit there for a long time. I was throwing out little ideas. I was like, maybe there's like an extra R, I don't know. It's like, no. I don't know. I think I'm just like stuck in my own head a lot, you know? It's easy to like put me in my feelings. I'm just like a sad person. I'm not sad, I don't know. It's just easy to, like the other day I was hanging out with this dude I just met after a show, and we was kicking it, and I was like, oh shit, I made a new friend. We was talking for like an hour or two, and then he pulls out cocaine and he sniffs it right in front of me. I was like, am I boring you right now, my dude? Like what? Alright. Shoot. I didn't think the conversation needed uppers. We was talking about Dragon Ball Z for the past 2 hours. We were having a good time. This is a weird thought. This idea, I don't know how to make it funny, but it's funny to me. I don't think, you know, the possession to, or it could just be me and Rena here. It's cool. You know the idea that black people turn like the ER and nigger to like A to sound cooler. I don't think it was us. I think it was slave owners in Boston. Alright, that's not funny or cool to talk about. Nobody should talk about the N-word. Not even black people. That's not cool. Alright. I'm just gonna use the excuse that it's late at night. What else has been going on? I'm lonely and alone. It's that. I don't realize how like lonely I was until I bought. It really is just me. We could have spoke about this after. Oh, it's alright. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm lonely. I didn't realize how like alone I was until I had to move back in with my dad, and I changed and I moved back. I haven't lived there since high school, and it was a twin size bed, and I felt bad and I felt like a loser, so I changed it to like a full size. But then I started to like do this shit in like the middle of the night. And that's kind of when like the emptiness like hits, you know? It's terrible. That's the fucked up thing about having like an avoidant attachment style. Everyone says that's the best one, but it's nobody's there anymore at the end of the day. Like I'm not Republican or conservative, but I understand like building a physical wall. I think felt like that would do things. Because the emotional ones really do a trick. Okay.
That one got me after.
Thank you guys. Oh my god. You guys are sweet. I like you. Alright. What's happening? I'm from here. I'm from New York, which is cool. It's tough. I meet like a lot of people who aren't from here doing comedy. and it's cool. It's an experience. It's nice to meet like outside people. It's just certain like ideals or like lingos just doesn't make any sense. First off, I feel like everyone's too excited to come to the city. It's like high school freshmen, you know. They either think it's Gotham or Glee. It's ridiculous. Yeah, oh my god.
You thought it was Gotham. And Glee at the same time.
That is a good pitch for a show.
Oh shit. I think we need to make that.
I just don't understand like certain lingos though, you know? Like the idea of a real New Yorker never really made sense to me. Like, what are you trying to say about my city? You know, it's just, I was talking to this group of people after the show, and this lady was telling us how she accidentally sat on a wet spot on the train before she came to the show. And I responded, and you still came to the show. She said, yeah. And she ended the story with, I guess I'm a real New Yorker now. Yeah, and I just felt bad. I had to break it to her. I was like, we don't do that here. I think you just sat and pissed is what happened. You can't blame that on the whole city. I've been living here my entire life. I never once came home from high school and my mom was like, Jordan, what's that smell? It's like, oh, Mom, you know how the city is. Living out here in the Big Apple. People just do that. I just don't get why. I don't know. I guess excuses for like other things too. Like people do that shit with like their sexuality. It's true. Like JoJo Siwa. When she came out that she liked girls, everybody was like, everyone on Twitter and including her was like, everything about her makes so much sense now. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. Why are you dressed like a pro wrestler? That has anything to do with who you are. All right, y'all been sweet. Thank you.
Woo! That was hilarious, man. Give it up for Jordan Gordan, baby. Rhyming name. That was fantastic. That's great for show business. All right, we have Lawrence Reese on deck. Joe Levy coming up. Is Assad Binbo here? He left. All right, give it up for...
Not here. Lawrence is here.
Is Lawrence here?
No.
All right, well, let's get Joe Levy up, everybody. Give it up the hilarious Joe Levy.
The man.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, KGB Bar. How you guys feeling? Thank you. And clap it up one more time for your host, Matt Proctor, everybody. What a host Matt is, man. I love Matt. Matt looks like he got fired from middle management and then refuses to leave. It's like, bro, it's 12:30 in the morning, give it up. Nobody's gonna come. But hey, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it, man. Woo! I was watching the show The Penguin recently. Anyone see Penguin? You saw it? That's cool, man. None of you guys saw it? You don't need to watch it because it's embarrassing, man. How do you get killed by someone and then him waddle away from you? I mean, that's crazy. Man, someone shoots you, then starts waddling? That's embarrassing. Come on. Get killed by a tiger or something. But get killed by a penguin? That's ridiculous. Thank you. You're hitting a vape over there, or is that a cell phone?
That's a vape.
That's a vape and a cell phone. See, this generation is fucked. I mean, they just need dopamine and a battery and weed and heroin while you're at it. And no, that's good. You gotta vape and scroll and vape and scroll. And just one day you'll die. Yeah, but at least you'll be fucking nicked out, you know? You gotta do it. That's good. My girl gets upset at me when I vape. I'm like, wow, you care about my health? She's like, no, you're a pussy, smoke a cigarette.
Oh no.
And I don't know, sometimes I like being a little bit older, man. Like I'm 23 years old, so my parents still live with me.
Same.
Yeah, same? That's why you're vaping. It's only the pussies, man. Nah, you gotta vape in your parents' house. What the fuck else you have? If you can't vape in your parents' house in America, why even have a country? I mean, really. You know? Something I do miss about being a kid, I feel like kids get the I feel like I have a theory. I think kids could wipe their ass, they just want someone to do it for them. I mean, because how hard is it to wipe your ass, really? I mean, think of it, if somebody's wiping your ass every day, you wouldn't be like, no, I got it, please. I insist. No, wipe my ass for me, I don't care. You out of your mind? Also, I feel like when you're a kid, at first you hate the shower, right? You hate going to the shower. Then you take a bath. And a bath is fun, man. You're in a bath, you're blowing bubbles, you have a rubber ducky. It's a good time. Whenever I take a shower, all I do is clean my ass and regret my life. That's my entire show. I'm like, oh, why did I drop out of college? Some people don't what?
So
Clean their ass?
At least you're doing that.
I guess the bar is low, as they say. Dating in New York City. Yeah, these guys don't even clean their ass anymore. If I had to eat your ass, you don't even clean it. You know? Seriously, I feel bad for your woman because you're like, I'll fucking eat your ass. Just take a shower, please. Get a bidet. It's all I ask. I'm not gonna fuck you with no mattress and no bidet. I gotta cross the line somewhere. For the love of God. Yeah, I do clean my ass. I do. It's still disgusting. I mean, it's still an asshole. How clean can it be? I mean, at the end of the day. But I ate ass a couple of times. After the second time, just eat a meal. I mean, really, what do you... Come on, you're not going to get... Are you that protein? People have protein nowadays want to eat ass. Like, come on. No, it makes no sense. Nah, it's stupid. It's ridiculous, man. Right, but isn't it being a kid fun? Someone wipes their ass, you go to bed in pajamas. Why does a kid I have Batman pajamas? You know how fun that is? You know how fun it was to wake up in Batman pajamas? Now, I go to bed in clothes from companies that fire me. Like, I go to bed in wasted potential. I wake up every day like, you know, I should have stayed in school because that was not that bad. It wasn't. I do also like being a baby. I mean, I miss being a baby, man. I miss it. Wasn't it fun being a baby? People come up to you like, oh my God, you're so adorable. Nobody says that now. They're like, oh, you look good. I'm like, thanks, Grandma. I feel bad for my grandma because she has dementia now, and my dad was trying to convince her to vote for Trump. It was hilarious. No, it was actually hilarious. Bro, it was hilarious. She was a liberal her whole life. She had dementia. He's like, you always love Trump. You hate gay people. You're a Republican. She was like, where am I? He's like, you're in the greatest country in the world. That's where you are. Actually. I don't know, I feel bad. She's losing her mind, man. She is. She's out of this world. She's skinny though, I'll tell you that. I mean, she lost a bunch of weight. One time I had a coworker who had cancer and I was like, you look great. I mean, you know, you lost weight, hair weight, but something. You like a coworker? Vapor, how you doing? You have a job?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I don't believe you, but okay. You said sure, no, you said sure, okay. You like your coworkers or no?
Somewhat.
Some you like,
Yeah.
and some you don't like.
Yeah.
That's very fair. I think it's a universal experience.
Tolerable.
Some are tolerable, some are like, yeah, okay, I'll do coke with you. You know, it depends on the occasion. Christmas party, whatever it may be. I don't know, I have a thing with my coworkers. I think I'm an asshole to my coworkers. I'm hypocritical to my coworkers. Because sometimes they'll be complaining all day, right? And I'm like, yo, could you stop it with the negativity? We gotta be here either way. But then I'll complain, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? We not gonna complain? It's work. No. That's why I can never go to the moon. As a kid, I wanted to go to the moon. Then I realized, I gotta go with my fucking coworkers. If I go to the moon, I gotta go with the people I work with. That's horrible. Can you imagine that? You're in an airtight, concealed fucking case, and you have to smell your coworker's lunch. They're like, what are your weekend plans? Like, I'm going to the moon. What are you talking about, weekend plans? What are your weekend plans? I'm going to the moon, you know? You out of your fucking mind? Come on. It's ridiculous. You know? It's not nice. I do believe in gay people, though. I think gay people are real, you know? Right? You agree? Yeah, hell yeah, bro. That's awesome. Yeah, you agree? No, you agree.
No, I do.
Thank you. Do you think some girls lie about being gay?
I hope not.
You hope not?
Yeah.
I think they do. I do. I do. Not like in general. Just to me specifically. You know? She's 5 right in them. No, I gotta. I'm happy I don't have to hit on girls at bars anymore. That shit sucks, man. It sucks. I'm gonna fucking talk to you, ask you questions. I don't wanna know that shit. What I did learn though, I got a lady, man, she told me she was bipolar. Here's what I learned. If a girl tells you she's bipolar, you gotta act a little bit surprised. You gotta be like, what? No, you? Come on, really? You're wearing a Hello Kitty shirt while smoking a cigarette. You're bipolar? Everybody? Really? I mean, you got me a heart necklace and then used it to choke me. I mean, no shit. You're bipolar, man. All right, wow, this is fun. I hope you guys are having a good time. You know,
Woo!
Thank you. I was doing a show in Brooklyn. It was called Dork Court, and you do comedy on the internet. They all make fun of you, so my feelings are kind of hurt. People on the internet are mean, man. Some guys are like, yo, you look like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Yeah, if he was bitten by a Jew. They're mean. They're fucking mean on the internet, you know? They're mean. One thing I like about gay people is they will not hesitate to call your girlfriend a bitch. And that is beautiful. You know I mean that, right?
What's that?
Never mind. Matt has a new 16-year-old girlfriend every time I see him, and it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta give him credit for that. Gotta give him credit. No, I'm kidding. He usually has one girl. I'll stop talking about that. I come here too often to be an asshole. I got a drink too. You know, it's part of the deal. All right, I'll say one more joke for you guys. Right? Am I last? I'm last?
Yeah.
All right. I'll close it out. Thank you guys so much for staying. I'll say one more joke, then I'll let you people go home, man. I like ice cream. I love ice cream. You guys like ice cream in here? Like ice cream? All right, cool, man. Cool. Sure? I appreciate that. She's trying to be supportive. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. You know what I hate? Brain freeze.
It's a little cold, honestly.
It is a little cold. It is. Are you Jewish? Okay. Either no or does not want to admit it. But no, because that's a very Jewish. It's very cold. And that's very. I'm making it about being Jewish, but you know what I mean. The one thing I hate is brain freeze. I can't. But I feel bad for the ice cream. I mean, what do you want for your ice cream to do? You're eating it. It's got to fight back. Bro, brain freeze is the ice cream fucking you up. Like brain freeze. When you get brain freeze, you're losing a fight to ice cream. It's winning. One time I had a vape, it was ice cream flavored, man. That shit was crazy. Gave me brain freeze and lung cancer. I mean, that is... Alright, thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Thank you for listening. Bye, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Think about it. Beautiful.
Give it up for Joe Levy, the hilarious Joe Levy. All right, we are done. That's it for open mic. I'm going to read a poem about the election, I guess. I didn't expect to end this early, so I'm going to take this opportunity to... I was going to read this piece last week at the beginning to Guns N' Roses' November Rain, but I didn't because I believe in being unprepared. And tonight I was more unprepared than I've ever been. So it's really been a breakthrough for me. So here goes the end of the open mic. Hello, Matt. Goodbye, democracy. Or at least it's simulacrum. So saith Sparrow. But we will be there for you next week no matter what happens. We'll need humor and solidarity to fight back. Running into Philip at the nadir of democracy, not the 2008 moment with his parents, but its antithesis. Encroached by bands of red-hatted thugs, I turn around and see the reflection of Himmler, bloodless and cold, staring me down with slit eyes. A sinister wind begins to whip the U.S. flags. A snake-like darkness winds its way into the arena of the sky. Elizabeth Bishop first met Marion Moore on the benches beneath the stone lions on Fifth Avenue in front of the main library. Philip tells me this to distract from the election results, and we sit there like we're them, though we didn't meet there. Sick to my stomach like it's 2016. New York created him. The city has seen everything. A tragic calm falls over its shoulders like a coat, and I go walking in it like a funereal contemplation. A black frock fits over the arms of the sidewalks. How is this going to affect me going forward? We'll see how long it can extend, just trying to get from year to year. Stop the steal. I think they rigged the election. This is only the beginning of where we're going. The thugs are out tonight, confident and re-energized. What can we do to stop them? Tailing ourselves to the new normal? We must be bad people. Because this happened on our watch, despite doing everything we could to stop it. In fact, all of our efforts were directed that way, to no avail. What will we do tomorrow? What will we tell our children? Last night was your last chance to have fun before cheese-log dictatorship. We're not even across the river yet, but if anything happens, I will protect you. They need USB chargers on the trains. I doubt Trump will provide them, or anybody else in this racist, sexist country, which could have had a black woman president for the first time, but once again proved themselves unworthy. Philip says, make art. We are poets. We have no choice. I have to go to work tomorrow. Jerome Rothenberg's celebration. What is the vibe going to be like at that? This community takes more than it gives. Like most things, it requires sacrifice. Strung to the trees, basing my decisions on this, and the day started off so well, with beautiful weather, music, tears, optimism, and laughter. It's not too soon to start thinking about 2028, but to be honest, that was probably the last election we'll ever have. People seem fine with that. Two people in love just got on the train and they look happy, even amongst mass murder. Some will prosper immensely. Why change anything? Why not just keep doing what you're doing? Chasing acid with drops of ketamine. Maybe everybody will be a bit nicer to each other, since we're all on the same team, the team of poetry. We're all going to get canceled again, dressing like Zelda for Halloween. The election is spooky, coming right on its heels. Ghosts still hanging in the trees and a weird occult vibe lingering behind. Never nominate a white governor named Tim. It's a recipe for defeat. But they didn't accept me in this brief interregnum of relative normalcy after the plague. Nothing's going to change our lives, or just going to get worse as usual. Piece of the pie, a little bit smaller and smaller. Have to fuck our way out. They'll vote for a neurodegenerative white man, but not a black female district attorney. It's really a conflict between government and private interests. The government is like a union. It protects the rights of the many. Our conversation was practice for what gets put down in writing. It's giving 2016 the way we walked right into it like a rake in the grass. Our social life was pulled through the pocket of our TV, standing like wizards with our gimbals and live stream cameras as if they were staffs. A creepy foreboding of Kristallnacht drove us out of our room into the town squares of the night. Cecilia is psychic, and she felt something dark in the pit of her stomach, like a ghost story the world was telling about itself. I'm dark gothic Kamala. She only got 68% of the vote in New York City. Apparently, we are surrounded by MAGA. On the one hand, I can't believe it. On the other, I'm not surprised. It's quiet in the city today. Kind of wish I could get deported right now. It'd be the easiest way to escape the United States. I play with this nipple on my upper lip when I'm nervous. There is no America. It's 50 small countries. Doing the right thing gets us nowhere. It's been a long and beautiful autumn, the best that I can remember until now. It doesn't even get cold anymore. Enjoy it, riding our own melt. How do you spell that at Judson Church? A build-up in illusion. It's nice to see the elders get weird. Charles Bernstein moaning, Poland, 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 Poland. We came out on our feet. As long as they don't cut my health insurance, the federal can't override the state in certain powerful places like New York and California. He campaigned at a bodega in the Bronx. Stop thinking you're better than these people, holier than thou leftists. Nobody tunes in for the cutting insights. They're voting with their wallet, experiencing pain at the pump. My sex life was already ruined again. We have to reintegrate the whole. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis. No reason not to. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for another beautiful night in Easy Paradise. God bless us all, and God bless America.
So different.